Maya, thank you for joining me in my product pod today.
Thank you,
It's an
Adam.
absolute pleasure having you here, and what a presentation you dropped as well.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
it, I'd like to start by just talking a bit about the, I guess, the need for what you're doing, the need for your department, and how that came about, and the really the importance of dashboarding, I guess.
Sure. So as I said on stage, I'm coming from a marketing background, so I've done UA and retargeting and all sorts of different positions in gaming companies over the past decade as an Appsflyer's customer. So I've experienced dashboards inside and out in different companies. And I still think that the dashboard experience is something that we are going to need throughout the next future.
But it's great though, because it means you've actually experienced it from a working perspective. So you've been
Oh
trying
yeah,
to do things with the dashboard and gone,
oh
why
yeah,
can't I do this?
oh yeah. I really feel this frustration that I sometimes hear from customers. I know what they talk about. I experienced it firsthand. And this is why when I joined AppsFlyer, this is one of the first things I wanted to build. One dashboard that is the right experience for our customers. No more navigating throughout, different types of dashboards on a daily basis just to answer one simple business question. All of the data is unified into one place. And you only need to navigate one dashboard. You fully customize it to your own needs, and then you can simply ask questions and find answers. No waiting for analysts, no writing SQLs, no queries. Every UA manager becomes an analyst. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's very fluid, and I really think it's a great product.
Nice. So, and I guess you centrally within Appsflyer, all of the other products sort of kind of connect into you, and you're showing everything on behalf of all of the other products as well,
True.
right?
True. Yes.
Very
That's
cool.
the goal. That's the goal, to have everything, unified into one place, and the experience in this manner, saves a lot of time, a lot of manual work
Mm,
for the user. No more jumping around dashboards every day. Everything is, digested in one place.
amazing. So, all right, in your presentation, you just announced that it's essentially where everything comes together.
True.
Um, what's the biggest leap forward that you've made in the dashboard experience at the moment?
Well, I think the fact that everything finally lives in one place, your data, your insights, and now even AI, as I announced. So before, every marketeer that opened up the dashboard on a daily basis, they had to jump around between many tools just to answer one simple question. There are those customers that are using their data on our dashboards, or even pulling their data through API to their internal BI
Oh, I know
platform.
that one well.
Oh yeah, and then even using Excel, so no more need to use so many different tools. Now you can explore and you can visualize and even chat with your data, and all inside the same place, which is a much better experience than what it used to be in the past.
Mm.
It's not just a new dashboard. It's kind of your one place, one stop shop for everything when it comes to performance
The new
analysis.
dashboard.
Oh yeah. um, so you can see what's happening and understand why it happened and act on it, all in one place.
Amazing. All right, you touched on it earlier, but one of the biggest changes I think that we've seen there is the AI assistant. Um, like, how does that change from a take your product hat off and put your marketer hat back on?
Yeah.
How would that change your life as a marketer?
Well, I really think it changes the entire experience. So instead of, building reports or digging through tables, you just ask the AI assistant whatever comes to mind, and you get the answer really, really quickly.
Mm.
You can type something like, which campaigns drove the best return on ad spend last week, and it instantly shows you the answer with the right chart and a short explanation, which is also a very, very important tool. And what I love is that it's not just answering it, it's also helping you think. So it suggests what should be the next question you should ask, and it points out things you might have missed. And it's almost like having, another data teammate sitting right next to you. And I think it saves a lot of time,
Well,
a lot of
especially if you
manual
can
work.
brainstorm together.
Oh yeah. And
I
now there's also some new stuff that we haven't shown yet in the AI assistant, and that's the fact that from the widgets themselves, you can simply ask questions that are related to the widget. So for example, if you get a chart, you can ask, tell me the root cause of this chart, or explain the chart, or summarize the chart for me, and then the answer would come up on the AI assistant, but then it kind of connects the dashboard itself with the AI assistant, and everything is in one place. So there's a proper communication. It's the same data, no discrepancies. So this is how we also implemented AI tools within the dashboard itself, and not just in the AI assistant.
That's amazing, and
Separately.
that kind of unifies the sort of the entire Appsflyer product range. Then, and you'll be able to sort of ask questions and dig deeper into all sorts of different areas. But again, from the one place, like you were saying,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very cool. It also opens up the door a lot for. I'd imagine other roles within companies, so like CFOs, that kind of thing, to be able to have those essentially conversations and find out different areas, and it brings like an extra level of education to other users of the platform.
I agree. I
It's really
agree.
cool.
So, and also it helps everyone be on the same page. So it connects the teams within, like on the customer side. So product teams and marketing teams, and as you said, financial teams. Everyone gets the same answers, and it sits, on the back end. It sits on the same data. So the answers to their questions would be aligned. So it's also very when it comes to collaborating between teams, that helps a lot on that front as well.
It's really nice. Okay, so in the demo that you did,
Yeah.
there was a moment where the I guess the natural language queries
Hmm.
revealed something valuable. Could you talk a bit about it? That sounds absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's actually it was amazing. And also when we run demos for customers, offline on calls, on
Mm.
feedback calls, there are those moments when they see something very valuable and you hear them whisper, and I love that moment. It's great.
It's like we didn't
And you
know that was
see,
happening.
yes, they didn't know it was happening, and you actually revealed something new to them. And those are the moments that we live for. I
Yeah,
love those moments. These are great.
the proper goosebumps
Um,
moments. Yeah.
Yes, and also the fact that it supports every language across the world. So if you ask it in Chinese, you get answers, and you don't have to, redo the entire account in a different language. You can have the conversation running in English and then ask the chat to translate the latest answer to Spanish, and it does it for you, and that's also great. But in the demo itself, so I simply asked, show me campaigns with the best return on ad spend in the past 7 days. And the AI immediately pulled up a ranked list with the top performing campaigns, their spend, their return on ad spend trends, no filters, no setup. And then I said, okay, then compare that to the previous week. And it basically showed me the data, so I could instantly see which campaigns improved and which dropped, which is crazy. And it
And
saves a
does
lot
it
of
just give
time.
you a data jump, or does it chart it, or like how does it show you?
So it depends on how you want to see it. We also have this compare feature within my dashboards, so it's aligned with my dashboards. But it will simply, pick the data range that you chose, and will give you the answer based on this time frame that you asked for. But in the dashboard
Amazing.
itself, you can see it in a graph, you can see it in a table. Depends on your needs. And it was such a great moment because it showed how natural it feels. You're not, digging through the tables and looking for those drops or spikes within the data. You just simply ask the question and you get the answer so quickly. And then you can also ask, so what should I do next? Or, recommend what should be my next action. And after doing it myself for so many years, this really saves a lot of time, a lot of manual work.
Yeah,
I
for
used to
sure.
dig deep dive into, so many reports on Excel, running conditional formatting and adding more and more formulas and comparing the data and, exporting reports from Appsflyer and refreshing the data. No more. Everything is now in one place. And with the AI assistant, it's like having another team member on your
It,
team,
it,
and that's
it
great.
feels a little bit silly, but there's one thing that I'm really excited about for a lot of user acquisition people in this respect is, when you when you obviously when you were working in the field, you had to produce like presentations for product.
Yeah,
The marketing element of product. You had to go
yeah.
through and show the product what marketing was doing and how it was performing and all of those kind of elements and how the user acquisition was performing. What's cool is a lot of the data to get out, to be able to visualize it, to put in a presentation to be able to show your colleagues was a
Hmm.
real pain, like being able to get all of that information and collate it all together. I'm guessing you can do a lot of this and actually produce what you need to produce in a very quick and easy way now with the AI side.
True. So I think it answers a few different needs and few different use cases. I can give a few examples from my own experience. I remember I had to report to the CMO every Thursday. So I had to give a very, detailed report in a presentation
Yeah,
and sit in front of him and
and
refresh
present it. Yeah.
present it in slides and refresh the data every week and find actionable insights that I want to act on based on the data. That used to, I used to spend like Tuesday and Wednesday to prepare for that Thursday.
But it's one of those crazy things that's not it's not because it's like it's not operational. So
It's not operational.
you feel silly by going to like your product team and saying, I need a way to automate this.
Yes.
It's a presentation I need to put together for my CMO every week.
Yes, yes, and that was as a UA manager.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's one use case. And also, one of the things that I think are really missing, not just in gaming companies, but in many companies, is the product marketing position, where you have one person that helps you communicate properly between the product and the marketing teams to bring the insights from the marketing campaigns into the product itself
yeah,
and vice versa.
yeah,
So some companies have that position today, but not all of them. So imagine now you have one tool where everyone uses together with the same data to ask those questions, and it really, really saves not just time, but also, misalignments. Where the product teams from the customer side can simply ask questions based on this AI assistant or just, navigate throughout my dashboards. And then it helps you collaborate better because everyone sees exactly the same data.
yeah,
So again, if let's say I'm now a team leader in a UA team inside a gaming company or e-com company, and I build my own dashboard based on the apps that I want to see, the time frame that I want to see, and I can simply, share that dashboard with one of my colleagues from a different department, so from
yeah.
product or from finance or wherever, and everyone sees the same dashboard. It's so easy. It's so convenient. It makes so much sense to have it. I don't know how how we managed
How
without
we've
it.
lived without it.
Yes, but it really is a great tool for collaborating between teams, and it saves a lot of time when it comes to presentations as well. So I fully agree.
Cool. All right, I'm going to ask you for a bit of an exclusive here now. So,
Oh.
what's your take on where this goes from here? Like, I'm really interested to see what you think over the next few years, how
Yeah.
this will develop, and to the extent of what people are going to be able to do with it.
It's a good question. I think I kind of answered some of it, and I
Yeah, you
kind of
have.
also, yes, I kind of also gave you a sneak peek to what's coming. So it's not just about, having for us, for the dashboards experience, it's not just having the AI assistant, on top of the dashboard. It's also having AI blended into the dashboard itself and into the data itself, and, making smarter decisions faster.
Yep. Yep.
So right now you can chat with the AI to explore your data, but soon those insights won't just live inside the chat. You'll be able to bring them straight into your dashboard with one click, which is very simple. You'll have this small star that represents AI next to every widget in the dashboard, which is great. It also looks, it's very compelling. Like you want to be there, you want to touch it, you want to click on it and see where it will take you. I love it. So if you ask something like, show me my top countries by ROI, and the AI builds the chart for you, and you can instantly add this chart into your dashboard, which, again, it makes a lot of sense. Like you just found out this graph or this table, it makes a lot of sense to you. And
100%.
with one click from the chat itself, you add it to your dashboard. It's very, very convenient, and it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And this widget is now live inside your dashboard, and again, it's a dashboard that you can share with your teammates from other departments or inside the marketing team. It's great, and it turns basically every question into something you can track and you can share and you can build on, and can simply ask more and more questions inside the chat or inside the dashboard. That makes a lot of sense, and over time I think AI will become part of how you work inside the dashboard, suggesting new views or highlighting trends or even surfacing insights proactively.
Mm.
It's not just the chat on the
We were
side
we were
anymore.
talking to Inna about the AI agents earlier,
Yeah,
and the thought of having a sort of agents marketplace, so to speak, from people
agents
developing
have.
their own. Have you thought about like a widgets marketplace,
Oh, that's very cool.
so that
I think
if people
customers.
have sort of unique views that they value, maybe that's something that they could offer up to a community kind of thing.
Yeah, this is definitely something that we are exploring. So if you think about it, Appsflyer works. We have massive amount of customers in different verticals, and every vertical, tracks their own
Slightly
KPIs and
different
metrics.
nuances. Yeah.
Yes, and their views are completely different, and their flows of performance marketing looks entirely different, and they track different in-app events. So just imagine you'll have, instead of just having the different templates that are very general and very generic, not very generic, but generic in a sort of spin. And then instead of having those generic dashboards, generic templates, you'll have dashboards that are based, or templates that are based on your vertical. And this way, and not just on vertical, but also on your role. So imagine I'm a UA manager in a gaming company, and I choose the template that is based on whatever UA managers in gaming want to see. And then I can take that template and work around with it, and run some changes and have it completely customized to my own needs. But I started not from scratch, not from a blank page, but from a template that should be very useful for me. And if I'm a,
Beautiful
uh
concept.
UA team lead in a utility app, okay, I get the template that really suits my needs, and I take it and I run the changes that I want to run, and I start working
Oh,
with
come
it.
on. Imagine just starting out in user acquisition at a new company,
Yeah.
and suddenly you have templates of dashboards that other people rely on, and it's suddenly
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, oh, I hadn't even thought about using that. It kind of opens up that whole opportunity there. It's fantastic.
Exactly. It's like a bank where you can start off from.
Yeah.
We didn't want to spam the customers, at first sight. You don't want to have too many templates because that's also very confusing. And again, when you see it for the first time, it's kind of confusing. Like you wanted to have one unified dashboard, so why do we have so many, different templates? But now, after all of our customers are already familiar with my dashboards, we can take it to the next steps and add this bank of different templates. And I just think I think it makes a lot of sense starting from a template and not from a completely blank dashboard. But it depends on everyone's needs. And again, we offer that, and also the blank pages for everyone who wants to start from scratch.
Really cool. Thank you so much for the presentation, and thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute
Thank you for
pleasure.
having me. Thank you, Adam.